Right, trying to leave Purnia early, hit the road, but unfortunately my tuk-tuk's been blocked in. I'm not getting out anytime soon. The security guard, who was informed that I needed to go at 5 o'clock this morning, has let somebody park there. So looks like I'm staying put for a little while. Good morning guys, it's 4:40 a.m. I'm just getting packed and prepared to get on the road at first light, which will probably be in about half an hour's time. Hopefully it will be a better day on day 3. I must say my resilience is waning a little after 2 disastrous days with the rickshaw breaking down. The mechanic was working on it until late last night. I'm not very confident that he's repaired the problem, but we'll go and see. Let's go into today thinking positively and that we're going to do at least 200 kilometres and see where it gets us. So keep watching and hopefully I will make some dent in the overall distance that I need to achieve. I was joined last night at the hotel by another team. So they were here, had a quick chat with them. They went out for a bite to eat as I was entering the hotel. But here we go, it looks like they're going to move the vehicle for me. Sorry I've woken up the guy, but he shouldn't have really parked there because I did tell them that I was leaving 5 o'clock in the morning. Right, this morning I made it 2 kilometres down the road and the same fault of losing power happened again. So I've turned around, gone back to the Golden Tulip Hotel. Once it's a reasonable time, hopefully get yet another mechanic out and see if they can resolve the problem. If not, then unfortunately this rickshaw is undrivable. So I'll still remain positive that it can get fixed, but unfortunately if it can't, I've really not got much option. So I might give the organisers a call and see what my options are. So here's the story of the day so far. Got up for a 5 a.m. start, about to check out the hotel, and my rickshaw was blocked in by a car. So eventually the security guard tracked down the owner of the car who moved it for me and eventually got it started. Managed to get a couple of kilometres down the road and the same old issue with the power fading happened again. So turned around, headed back to the hotel and been communicating with the adventurists team to try and find a solution. First of all, they said take off the fuel switch to see whether the fuel was actually getting to the carburetor, and I did that and still the same problem. Next they told me to try running the rickshaw with the choke on, which has seemed to have worked. Now obviously I can't drive with the choke on, so it looks like when the mechanics have done the carburetor, cleaned the carburetor, they haven't put the oil fuel mixture at the right setting. So I'm going to call out another mechanic today to try and get the fuel setting right. That means that I don't need to run the rickshaw with the choke fully on, and if we can get that mix right, I might be on my way a little bit later. So fingers crossed. I hope that I can start day 3 and head down the road and maybe get a few 100 kilometres under my belt today. Let's see. So this is the second mechanic today. He seems to know what he's talking about, so hopefully we can get this resolved and I can be on my way. but now it's approaching midday and I've lost the whole morning. So let's see how we do. This is my friend Mirinal.
Hi.
Hi, he's been helping me sort out my tuk-tuk problems. Took me to the mechanic. He's the manager of the hotel in Golden Tulip, and he's very, very helpful, speaks good English, and check him out when you come to Purnia.
Certainly. I will always give the help whenever you will start. You are my friend. Don't worry. And welcome to the Bihar Purnia. Let's have some Indian spicy mutton food.
So here am I back again at the same mechanics, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, still in Purnia, having the same problem, just cutting out the power. He thought he fixed it all, but I'm still having the problems. So let's see if he can truly fix this once and for all, and I can get on my way. If not, I'm certainly losing my patience with this vehicle. It's a pile of junk. So on this test run, it lasted about 300 meters and broke down. Won't even start this time. The mechanic couldn't even get it to start, so we had to push it back to the garage. So here we go, back to square one, and let's see if we can get anywhere. But it's now what, 2 o'clock. I've missed most of the day. I'm well behind on schedule, so unless this can run perfectly for the rest of the run, I'm not going to be able to get to the finish line. So let's see. Not only have I lost all day at the mechanics, but it's now started to rain, so it's a lovely day in India. I wish things will get better. It looks like they've got the engine started again, which is good. They're claiming it's a faulty spark plug, but I'm not convinced that that is the case. But anyway, it's still losing power, so that's only one of the parts of the problem. The rickshaw has finally been fixed after 5 hours today at the mechanics. It appears to be running okay. It went on a test drive, which was fun in the Purnia traffic in the city centre. Absolute madness. Unfortunately, it's too late to make any meaningful progress tonight. Only got a couple of hours of sunlight left. So I am going to stay another night at the Golden Tulip in Purnia and head off again early morning, 5 AM, and this time aim to get 300 kilometers under my belt tomorrow and try and make up some lost time. So it's been a day of a little bit of frustration, but taking it all as it's come along in my stride. I'd like to thank Mirinal for helping me out. He's actually taken several hours off work today to run around trying to find the right mechanic for me, and it's been really helpful. So whilst most of my fellow competitors would have already passed the stage of getting to Purnia, if ever you come back, give him a look up, because he's a great fella and he's really helped me out. I'll give you another update in tomorrow's video, but farewell for now.